Hello, welcome to another video. So I'm out and about and I'm going to Burford Garden Centre. Now, I've been there once or twice before, literally, if I'm honest, to use the loo and grab a sandwich. But today I'm going for an actual day out there. Now, I've no idea whether I'm going to find excitement and adventure or just a lot of pot plants. So it's about 10:15 now, and since 6 o'clock this morning I've been doing filming. Now, I just pulled up at some lights back then, and some traffic lights, and there was a lady at the bus stop that was looking at me as if I was absolutely mad, talking to this little box in the corner of my car. I wonder if she was a fan of YouTube videos herself. Maybe not. So I really thought it was about time I started to get back into the flow of making videos. I said all the way through the sort of summer holiday and the lead up that I was going to spend the summer holiday mainly with Noah. I was going to see the girls as well. I had lots of bitty-piecey things that I wanted to do, but the autumn for me is always that magical time. The lead up to middle age is creeping in. The lead up to bonfire night, that's what I'm trying to say, and Halloween, and when the nights start to get darker and it's sort of wet and miserable outside, but you're safe and warm and dry inside. There's just something rather wonderful for me about this time of year. Now, I'm just going to do the window up, actually, both of them, because although I love the roof down, when you're trying to make a video, the wind blows straight across and it brushes over the microphone a bit. So, and of course I can't really hear myself think either, or more to the point, I can hear myself think, but when I speak I can't hear my voice in my ear without the noise. And I sort of wonder, well, can it be heard on the video? Tests that I've done do seem to indicate that the microphone picks it up brilliantly. But when you can't hear yourself talk, it's sort of, you know, what, you know, could I hear myself then? So Burford is about half an hour away, and I'm meeting Helen at 11 o'clock, so I should get there in plenty of time. And we are literally going to have a day pottering around. I don't know if we're going to fill the whole day at Burford Garden Centre, but we're just going to sort of pootle along, look at the things on offer. I was going to say bargains. I don't think you'll find many bargains at Burford Garden Centre. It doesn't seem a cheap place from when I've been there before. They've created a statue, or a local artist has, that they're selling there of a pretend man leant up against a bench, and it's £15,000. I saw it on their website this morning. So I don't think they're going to have a lot of end-of-line items, shall we say. But that isn't why you go to Burford Garden Centre. Now, next week I'm planning to do a night away. Not stealth camping as such, because the ability to stealth camp in a convertible Mercedes, well, it's not very stealthy, is it, if we're honest? I think I'd stand out. But I am planning a night away. I don't know exactly where I'm going to go yet. There was a little ruined castle that I saw down past Swansea. So I have a feeling that I might be tempted to go there. And in a few weeks' time, Beth and I are going to Portmeirion. We're actually staying in Porthmadog at the Travel Lodge. No, we're not. The Premier Inn. And so we're going to have a fantastic time. But Portmeirion, unfortunately, has got very expensive. And I'm sure that they justify their price. And I'm sure it is worth it if you want to pay it. But I just remember paying a lot less to stay there. And so for me, that's my perceived value of it. So I'm not being derogatory to them and their pricing structure. I just don't think, for me, I want to pay it. but we are going to go for a few days and have a father-daughter adventure. Noah and I have decided that we're not going to go to Scotland, so I won't be doing a 4th Scotland trip this year. Instead, Noah and I are going to go to Dartmoor, and we're going to spend a few days pottering around the national park there. And I thought, some lovely scenery there, it would be quite nice. We're going to go to the Two Bridges Hotel at some point, because that is where the Grand Tour went to listen to Roger Daltrey singing live in the bar. However, having looked at the menu, I don't think Noah would particularly like the menu, and I've got to be honest, I don't think I would either. I'm not what you'd call a pretentious person when it comes to food. I like things that I can pronounce, and I like things that if I pay for a hearty meal, I get a hearty meal, and not half a carrot with a single scallop presented beautifully on a plate with some dusting of things around it, and it looks more like a work of art than it does something to eat. I like a steak pie with chips and gravy, or fish and chips, or scampi and chips, or steak always good. I don't like it to be pretentious. I'm afraid when it comes to that, I'm boring. So I don't think we'll be staying at the Two Bridges, unfortunately. We're going to have to find alternative accommodation. So I've now had this car, I'm just trying to think how long for. It must be 2 months that I've had this car for. And I have to say, I'm absolutely loving it. I have done 2,100 miles in that time. That's quite a lot, really, isn't it? But when you think about it, that's only 1,000 miles a month, 12,000 miles a year. I used to drive 40,000 miles a year, and I killed several cars doing that. Now, I'm driving into what can only be described as very heavy, thick, dark clouds, and I don't have the roof on. I'm just wondering whether I should pull over just up here, for example, and just pop the roof on. Nah, it'll be fine. It's not gonna rain. I'll just put the windscreen wipers on just in case. It's not raining heavily. A little spit, nothing to it. It is quite dark, actually. Quite overcast. Ugh. And the darkness appears to be wet. Right, I am just wondering whether my last decision was the best one I've ever made. In front of me, 2 cars ahead, there is a slightly newer version of this car, the SLK convertible, newer one, and it's got its roof up. Just saying. Okay, so now I'm starting to regret the decision. There's lots of trees, and the trees collect the rain, and then it drips down in great big globules. So not only do you get the rain from the air, but you get little mini buckets that drop on you as well. So I think next opportunity, I might just stop and put the roof up. I keep going past loads of turnings, but there's people coming out of them, so I can't just pull in easily. and put the roof up. Oh gosh, this is getting heavier now. I mean, I suppose it does make you feel alive. And as we know, that is my quest in everything I do. Oh, they put chain link gates over their drive. I can't. Ugh. Parking 1 mile. That's what we want. Oh, gosh! That's... No! No, that's wrong! Because when I stop, I'm going to get soaked. Because there'll be no airstream. Oh my gosh! Ugh! 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 Pulling over! Pulling over! Pulling over! Handbrake! No, I was pushing it the wrong way! Gosh, could it go any slower? Hurry up, I can't shut the windows! I have actually got a puddle on the seat. Look! Oh. Oh my gosh! It's the sponge piece. Oh, it's not ringing, but oh, that's wet. So, I think that pretty much sums up my mood. I'll say thanks for watching. And if you're interested in buying a convertible, don't. Not in the winter anyway, or the autumn. Oh gosh, I'm steamed up as well. See at the front's in my glass up. Right, I need to have a bit of a dry off. Ugh. Dry the controls. And I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully. Bye for now.